I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000 police officers. I'm shocked. I'm shocked and very disappointed. Thank you for your help.
You may take them now.
You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut the up and not tell me when I may take my kid.
A bad case of "do you know who I am" disease. Mothers like her are the reason it's always a good idea to meet a girl's parents before getting too serious. These cops deserve a medal for the way they handled this situation. This is how you raise entitled kids that think they can get away with anything. Imagine how bad she treats people she actually has authority over. The incident happened on March 31st in New Jersey. While on their usual patrol, 2 officers in Bergen County spotted a car with expired Nevada plates. The car even had part of the plate covered up to avoid getting noticed by the cops. Turns out, the car belonged to the daughter of a New York Port Authority commissioner in New Jersey. After they pulled her over and started impounding the car, the woman, who was the commissioner, got a call from her daughter. Just a few minutes later, she showed up at the scene, and that's when things really started to escalate. According to the report, there were 3 passengers in the car. The driver had a valid license but couldn't show registration or insurance. The front windows were tinted, and the Nevada license plate had a chrome frame from the dealership that said, "Henderson, I'm a VIP at Findlay Toyota," which covered part of the state name. In New Jersey, covering any part of the license plate can get you a ticket.
Hi, I'm Karen Turner. Hi, Ms. Nair. I'm a resident. There you go.
The woman was Karen Z. Turner, 60, a Democratic lobbyist who was the ethics chair of the Port Authority. When she got out of the car, Turner introduced herself as a Port Authority commissioner and a friend of the mayor. She confidently stated that she had lived in Tenafly for 20 years and demanded to know why her daughter's car was pulled over. She said she would take full responsibility for her daughter and the friends in the car. Turner kept pressing the officers for the reason the car was stopped.
Fine, I'm Karen Turner.
You're just here as the rider, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm here as a concerned citizen and friend of the mayor, and been in Tenafly for 20 years. I take full responsibility for them. And what is the reason they were pulled over?
Then when one of the officers tried to explain that this situation had nothing to do with Turner and suggested she ask the driver for more information, the officers said they only wanted to deal with the driver and passengers since they were adults. But Turner wasn't having it and thought the officers were just trying to make things difficult for her. She kept asking why the car was stopped.
Why did
Driver with us.
No. I need
Yes,
to know.
ma'am. The car's getting towed now.
Why is the car getting towed?
Go ask him.
When the cops explained they didn't have to give detailed information right then and there, Turner got even more upset. She insisted they call her commissioner instead of Ms.
Miss.
Now, don't call me Miss. I'm Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner.
Yes.
One of the officers at the scene said, based on her attitude, tone, and how she was acting, it was obvious she was trying to use her position to take control of the situation. Throughout the conversation, Turner kept bringing up her position and demanded respect from the cops. She mentioned that her daughter was a student at prestigious schools like Yale and MIT to highlight how important her family was. She also said she was appointed by former Governor Chris Christie and had worked on financial committees for Hillary Clinton and Governor John Corzine, making it clear what she was trying to say.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and very disappointed. Thank you for your help.
You may take them now.
You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut the up and not tell me when I may take my kid.
In her anger, Turner was being stubborn and even cursed. At one point, as the officer tried to end the discussion, she told him, "You can't tell me when to take my child. You can shut the up." The video was released after a request from NJ Advance Media and other news outlets. The incident caused a huge uproar and sparked outrage in the community. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of comments filled with anger, expressing how mad people were that Karen Z. Turner used her power to exploit a loophole. This is the exact kind of person who should not be put into a position of authority. Huge respects to the officers involved. To waste a huge chunk of your life dealing with this, my God. Do you know who I am? Yes, Ms. Unemployed. Good cops doing their job, not backing down from intimidation from a corrupt, abusive public official. I'm so glad there's video evidence to shed light on these power-tripping, entitled people. At the same time, tons of people praised the 2 young officers for their bravery and their unwavering commitment to justice and their duty as law enforcement officers. What a vile woman. I don't care who she is, commissioner of whatever, or the Queen of Sheba, there is no excuse for her behavior. She was the aggressor whilst the traffic cops behaved impeccably. Another great job well done by our nation's men and women of law enforcement. God bless them all. The patience that was displayed is unimaginable. She just found out that she's not as important as she thinks she is. Good job, officers. Don't call me miss, call me commissioner. Give me a break. The officer are legend. He did not give her any single info, which is not her business. Here are some of the standout comments I've collected for you to take a look at. This woman is the definition of a sense of entitlement and privilege, in case anyone was wondering. Remember years ago when you did something wrong and your parent would apologize to the police officer and smack you in the back of the head asking, "Why are you driving without a registration?" Then they would shame you by telling you how your actions make them look bad. I was more afraid of my father than any police officer. That was called parenting. I find it of deep concern that people like this get put into positions of power in the first place. I love that this was taped and that it led to her having to resign, her true colors of superiority on full display. I was involved in politics and law enforcement for 26 years, and this is one of the most shameful examples I have ever seen of an elected official thinking they're above the law. God bless the official who fired her. Don't call me Ms. I am Commissioner, no. Now call you unemployed. Hope it was all worth it. Dear God, they should have arrested her at about the 35-second mark. I have had in cuffs charged with obstruction, interfering with an officer, and creating a public hazard nuisance. The list goes on and on. Makes me wonder what other kind of shady stuff she has done with her power. She should be investigated. The sad thing is, this lady probably doesn't realize how much entertainment she has given to over 4 million viewers. What an abuse of power by the ex-commissioner. Congratulations to the two officers for staying calm. This absolute abuse of power is disgraceful. This young police officer deserves an award. He was not going to be bullied. She is abusing her imaginary authority. Typical politician. Laws don't apply to them. Cameras have proven to be the only counter to their abuses. Kudos to the police for properly and politely doing their duties. Very good officers. Thank you for doing a great job. Isn't this obstruction of justice? Her kids have to be embarrassed over this video. The police handled her perfectly. Using her alleged power and authority this way sickens me, and she should be removed from office. The shocking thing is that this lady made it to Port Commissioner with this demeanor and character. That's the way all cops should behave. I'm glad he kept his cool. Huge congratulations to the police officer who remained calm and collected during this intimidating encounter with this quite obnoxious woman. I've got nothing but praise for officers like that. Man, does she get the blood boiling. They were very professional. She cursed him and called him sweetheart? She is the disappointment. That woman should be ashamed of her abuse of power. Obstructing an officer on a traffic stop should have been the charge. This officers did an outstanding job in dealing with that entitled so-called human being. Much admiration for these policemen for their integrity and posture in dealing with this irrational woman, and she couldn't have handled that any worse. Glad the police didn't acquiesce to her demands and that they released this video. So nice when these things are captured on video. The arrogance is amazing. Good to hear she resigned. This person should not be a commissioner, full stop. She's lucky she didn't get arrested. This video should be in every police academy as an example of how to deal with these situations. So proud of these officers. Well done, sir. She should have been arrested for obstruction. Many others have been arrested for similar behavior. The cop made me laugh, as he was just trolling her at the end. The shorter cop made me laugh for some reason. I bet he was like, I'm so glad she's not talking to me. These two cops did awesome, cool, and collective. She is a good example of what is wrong with our society today. I'm the chair of the police commission in my city. The last thing I would do is wave that status around a cop from an adjacent municipality. Both these officers' conduct was exemplary. These officers handled themselves well and professionally. I have the highest respect for officers of this caliber. I love these cops, not putting up with her bullshit and not caving into her threats. Why does everyone who is in politics or knows someone in politics think they are above the law? Oh wait, I know, because they are. Brilliant two-tiered legal system. The cops were the only ones being professional. Full respect to them. I love how he reiterated his badge number to make sure that she reported him for doing his job. My hat's off to these officers. Well done. Wow, that lady is insane with power and authority. The cops did the right stuff. What a despicable person. Hats off to the officers for not giving in to her bullying. These officers are amazing. Disgusting abuse of power by this woman. In the end, Karen Z. Turner couldn't handle the public backlash and resigned 2 days after the incident. The Port Authority Board announced her sudden resignation and revealed that an investigation had been launched into allegations against her for violating the board's ethics rules. According to reports, Turner had never been accused of any wrongdoing before, but this time it was a significant and undeniable mistake. Even before the announcement, her name and photo had been removed from the Port Authority's website. What do you think about what the officers did in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any future videos. See you next time.